Good evening, everyone. How are all my wonderful people out there? Looks like we have a house full. Sissy, Ant, Coin Hunter, Paul Hampton, Marked, Money Tech, Malcolm. So we've got a number of people here. Well, I enjoy having you guys all here. I hope everybody found out about this and is here if they want to be here to watch the live poker chip pull for proof coins. I've got the scope set up over here where your chip is going to go up. I've got a little camera on me so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I have, well, the poker chips. And here's how it works. I pull a chip. I'll show you the name. There's the name on the chip. That's Penny Hoarder. And then Penny Hoarder. Let me make sure my camera is right. Let me get the pin camera set up right here. I didn't think to do that before I got started. Chuck doesn't have the... hang on. I'm doing this on a delay. Why don't I just do it live where I can see what's going on? There we go. How about that? I guess this will work, right? Wait a minute. There we go. Get everybody centered in there just right. I know it looks a little dark. It looks a little strange. Let me see if I can get that fixed here real quick. Let's see. Well, I'm glad everybody can hear me just fine. Now let me see if I can get my camera set up just right. Which one is this? That's the one. Alright, let's see if I can do a configurate on the video and get my white balance down some. No, it won't allow me to do that. I can turn my gamma up and down, but it's the saturation will go down. I need my contrast up, my brightness down a little bit, and it would actually be nice if I could change my white balance, but I cannot, or can I? Yes, I can. What do you know? It's not really doing a whole lot of good. Okay, well, that's good enough. We've at least got it set up where everybody can see what's going on. You don't necessarily have to see it in the right colors, right? Because a proof coin is a proof coin, right? 3 a.m. Loaded up on coffee so you wouldn't miss tonight's draw. Well, let's go ahead and get started with it. So I've got all the coins right here, and there's going to be more coins here than I need, which means that we're going to have another draw based on these coins and others that I have in other boxes. But this is what we're going to do. First coin out to the first chip out, and then we go down the road just like that. So Penny Hoarder is going to pick up a 2006 proof for Penny Hoarder. And then I put the coin and the chip back in the box. Chip first, coin second. Let me get a divider here. There we go. Got a good little divider to use. Next up. Who is next? How about Sureg? Sureg will come next. Sureg's coin is, let's see, what do we have here? How about a 1962 proof? 1962, double dies on those. Lots of them. Good luck on that. Could be a double die come out of that. You worked a shift to help keep you up. Well, here is your first chip, Sissy. Sissy's first chip, and she pulls a 2002. 2002 proof. Nice deep cameo proof coin. And let's see. Next up, Penny Hoarder again. Penny Hoarder comes back with 1993. I can't guarantee no duplication in this pull, but I can tell you that there are enough different dates in here that everybody should, with 10 coins, should get 10 different coins. You may only get 7 or 8 different ones, but if you get any less than that, I'll make sure that I do a little bit of shifting around for you. Okay, Matt gets a 2006. Now, these holders are a little bit scratched up. The coins are just fine, but the holders are a little scratched. That happens very quickly with these. All right, next up, Penny Hoarder again. Penny Hoarder again, and Penny Hoarder gets a 2018. Well, if Penny Hoarder isn't here right now, he's going to miss about half of his pulls. Mr. McKinney, the way that you get involved in this is you come to the Tuesday night auction on this channel, and we sell the spots right there during the show. And so these spots are already completely sold, and I would have to have the setup time to get you poker chips made, so nope, we cannot do any sales now. This is for Psychedelic Rob, his first pull, and his first pull is going to be a 1962 proof. 1962. And next up, Malcolm. Here's one for Malcolm. And Malcolm's going to pull a 19. Wow, this one's nice too. Doesn't have any cameo on the reverse here, but it does have just a little bit of cameo left on the obverse. It's 1964. 1964. Rather common date, but with cameo, those things are actually kind of scarce. All right, let's see. What's next? Well, Mac again. Mac comes back for a 2005 proof. $2 a piece, folks. These coins are a blast. They're very fun. Very nice collectibles. Hello, Robin. So you've changed your name to Robin M. Okay. We can do that. Carl gets a 2006 proof. 2006 for Carl. These are worth just a little bit more. Some of these years in the 2000s, they're worth a little bit more than some of the earlier years and some of the other different years. Yes, Marked Money Tech. The cameo is the frosted finish that you see. Well, here's one for Penny Hoarder again. This is going to be a 2002 proof, and this one's got a deep cameo on it. The cameo is that whitish look to the bust and the lettering, and all of the areas that are raised on the obverse and reverse. Prior to 1971, cameos tend to be a little more scarce, a little harder to find. And then when you get into the proofs that were made prior to the period without mint marks from 65 to 67, so anything 1964 on back, cameos are actually downright scarce to rare. Some of the years, like 1952, 53, 54, you're going to pay a pretty hefty premium to get cameos. All right. Mr. McKinney, we're not selling coins here tonight. How about that? A Penny Hoarder again. He's only got 10 spots, so there's like 5 of his spots already gone here. Here's a 1993 proof for Penny Hoarder. And next up, well, hello, Miss Music. We got Thomas. Thomas will pull. Oh, hey, look at that. 1999 S proof. 1999 S proof. Chance that could actually possibly be a close AM on the reverse, making that a $50, $75 coin. Well, and here's Penny Hoarder again with a 1961 proof. And let's see, who's next? Mr. Worley. James Worley picks out 2005 proof. Here's a 2005 for Mr. Worley. And Mr. McBride. Joe McBride pulls out 2003 proof. Every one of these coins is worth more than what you paid for them. I'd say most of them, not every one of them. Some of the earlier, like the 60 through 64 proofs, generally go for $1 to $1.50 a coin. But all these newer ones, they're over $2 a coin easily. It's a 2001 proof for Psychedelic Rob. What I'm going to do is, as soon as this show is over, I'm going to start breaking these down and sorting them. When I sort them out, here, let me make a little bit more room for what I'm doing here, because I did not leave myself enough empty space. try to keep these in the same order they were in when I started this foray. And how hard that can be to do. You're watching a guy who's done this once or twice, which is why these holders are a little scratched. Hello, Janzi Rodriguez. The way that you get involved in this is to come to the Tuesday night auctions. And once in a while, I announce ahead of time, but once in a while I run one of these proof pulls. They're $2 a coin. You can get up to 10 coins. And I have proofs going back to 1953 in these boxes. So there is a chance of gaining some real good value out of these. But you have to come to our Tuesday night auctions. The first thing you want to do actually is register. Hey, there's Marked Money Tech. Hey, thank you very much for that. Just send your PayPal email address, your full name, and your YouTube handle to... it's not payments at coppercoins.com. It is actually Coppercoins payments at gmail.com. Coppercoins payments at gmail.com. All right, here's Adam Chambers, or Coins and Ghouls. And he's going to pick up a 2000 proof Y2K. It's okay. You just you picked up an old version. We tried to use that email address for a while, and it simply did not work right. So we went back to just using coppercoinspayments at gmail.com. So that's the email address that you send your registration information to. And who did we get here? Sureg. Sureg gets a 1961 proof. 1961. Next up, Ant2242. Ant2242 pulls Y2K. Year 2000 again. Year 2000. And Ant is here. Congratulations, Ant, on a Y2K proof. We're still looking for the first transitional reverse 2000 proof. It's never been found, but nobody can say that they don't exist. We can just say we don't know if they exist. So there's a 1994 for Mac. That's a $4 coin there. A $3 coin, it says. It's a $3 or $4 coin. Marked Money Tech. Here we go. Marked Money Tech gets a... Well, that's a 2007 proof. 2007. Marked Money Tech, we have found so far that the 1998 and 1999 proofs exist with the wide AM as normal, and the close AM would be the mule error. 1981 proof, that is a type 1 for Coins and Ghouls. 1981 type 1. It's the type 2 that's worth all the cash. Type 1 is the more common of the two. Well, here's Ant2242 again with a, wow, 1996 proof. 1996 is actually a little less common than some of the other more modern dates. Those generally run quite a bit higher. Who's up next? Psychedelic Rob again. Psychedelic Rob will pull. How about a 1999 proof? 1999 for Psychedelic Rob. Congratulations, Rob. Hey, Jeremy. I pulled your stuff and mailed it today. Actually, I mailed everyone's stuff today that did not have involvement in this proof pull. I wanted to make sure and get this proof pull in the box with your other coins. So if you were involved, then that's why I haven't mailed your box yet. Here's Ted Evans, a 1993 proof. So all of you who are involved in the proof pull, I will be mailing your boxes tomorrow. Tomorrow. Here's Mr. Worley. Mr. Worley gets a 1993. Another 1993 proof. And let's see. Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder will pull 2013. 2013 proof. These are a little less common. 2012, 2013 are actually rather difficult to come by. Yes, Bob, yours are on the way too. You had some of the grab bag. I think 4 or 5 of them. I remember packing all this stuff and mailing it. Hey, Techstar. All right, Thomas is going to pick up a 2007 proof. 2007 for Thomas. Who comes next? Mr. Worley again. Mr. Worley will pick up a 1972 proof. 1972 is known to have a nice double die obverse. I have not checked these coins. I do not know if that double die might be here. I have found one of them in the past, so it is possible. Mr. McBride pulls first year of the Shields, 2010. First year of the Shields. It's the first one with the shield reverse. And next up, cam or decam, yeah. Mr. McBride again. Mr. McBride pulls, hey, how about a 1956 proof? 1956. And that was a nice looking one. 1956. There's no cameo on it, but it is a 56 wheat cent proof. And next up, Ant2242 again. And Ant2242 pulls, hey, this is one of the tougher ones, 1995S. 1995S. I'm not used to being a talking head on camera. I'm used to being able to hide behind all of my coins so you don't see me. Next up, Ted Evans. And he gets a Y2K 2000. Year 2000 proof. 1 year before the change to the new millennium. It's a controversial subject with some. Mr. Worley. Well, see, we start counting at 1. We don't start counting at 0. Here's 1961. So if your first decade is 1 through 10, your second decade starts with 11 and goes to 20. Your third decade starts with 21 and goes to 30. Well, if you count that forward to the centuries and millennia, the 21st millennia started in 2001, not 2000. 1999 proof for Thomas. Better than being a bobblehead. Carl Ignatz here. Carl Ignatz will get, there's a 1993. 1993 proof for Carl. And let's see, who's next? Here's Mac again. Mac gets this time a 1990. Let's see, it does have a mint mark. The 1990s do come without mint marks. They're quite rare. $1,000 coin. But they do come without mint marks. Once in a great while. But you're not looking for any old 1990 penny that doesn't have a mint mark on it. Because, well, they made a lot of coins in Philadelphia that year. You have to find a proof coin without a mint mark. Hey, Carl. 2018 is a really good one, buddy. You just got a good coin. 2018 proof. The ones to get, boys and girls, I tell you, the ones to get are a couple of the more modern years. Here's another 99 for Thomas. That a lot of people are not yet advertising as being anything big, giant, or special. Here's Marked Money Tech. And Marked Money Tech gets a Professional Life 2009 proof. 2009 proof. This is the LP3, the third design. Most of these have a little bit of, this one does have a little bit of toning on it. The obverse has nice toning. Those are actually different colors. It's not showing up very well in the dyno. The dyno doesn't necessarily pick up colors on coins very well. It tries, but I'm going to say it fails miserably, but it doesn't do a great job. All right. Let's see. Stephen A. is going to pick up the next coin here in this proof pull. It's going to be a 1972. Now take a look at this one. That one's got cameo. That 1972 right there's got some cameo to it. Let's see about the reverse. The reverse is lacking just enough that it probably won't get the designation. But 72 cameo is actually a little bit tough to get. It's the first year that they get to be a little more common. Hey, Doug. Well, you haven't missed any of your own yet. Here's 2007. This one's for Sissy. Sissy gets this one, 2007. Nice 07 proof. Hard to get more proofs. Okay. 2012 for one. The 95, 96, and the 98 and 99 can be a little tough. Ted Evans is going to get the next one. It's 1971. And for some reason, 2012 proof sets went through the roof. So 2012 tends to be a little more difficult. Here's Mr. Worley. And then 2019, 2020, and 2021, believe it or not. 2021, the brand new proofs. There's 1981 for you right there. Nice coin. The 1981 proofs, the 2021 proofs, not 1981. 2021 proofs are actually the shortest minted proof coin since 1956. That's right. Since 1956. Watch out for the 21s, then watch out for the 22s when they come out. Now, sometimes when we have a little bit of a dip in the coin mintage, you end up with a lot of speculators that jump in one given year and end up just turning the mintage completely upside down, ruining the whole parade. But that has not happened yet. So this one's for Sissy. It's a 2010. Sissy's got a 2010 here. Sorry I couldn't do this last night. Jess was a little bit long-winded with the auction, and by the time she was getting close to being done, I was close to being done. Here's Sissy again, the 1993 this time. 1993 proof. Wow, what do you know? I don't think I could ever do that again. All the different names in here, I pulled the same name 3 times in a row. This time it's a 1970 proof. And this one is large date. I did not check these before I put them here. So that 1970S proof could be a double die. Could even be an RPM. All right, Sureg is next. Sureg will get this one, 1962. Lots of double dies known, 1962. 62 and 64. Here's Sissy again. I swear these things are mixed up. In fact, I'm going to mix them up again. It's a 2005. 05 proof. I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to shake it up real good, because there are some names I know are in here that I've not even pulled yet. So I have these nice and shook up. Let's see if I run into a new name. Well, here's Adam Chambers again. There's my dog's hair. And Adam Chambers gets a 2007 proof. There's a lot of the proofs between I'm going to say 2012 and 2015 or 16 that are kind of tough. Here's Malcolm. Almost all the time you're going to find them selling for between $3 and $5 a piece. Malcolm gets a 2006. So at $3 and $5 a piece, you're looking at coins you're getting at $2 a piece here. Just that you don't get to pick the date right off the bat. Here's Marshall. Marshall gets a 2006. Yes, I'm wanting you to get to bed earlier so you don't run off the road when you're driving. Plus, I'm sure your hubs would appear to appreciate the idea of you not spending all night up watching a coin nerd show. So I wonder how he thinks about your coins. If it makes you happy, it makes me happy. Is that what the deal is? Doug gets his first coin here. Doug Reese gets 2006. 2006 proof. That's not scratched coin. That's just the holder's got a little finger dinger on it. Luckily, you have the night off. That is the deal. Makes you happy, makes me happy. Here's Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers pulls a 1972 with cameo. It's a nice one. Let's see who's up next. Psychedelic Rob. Psychedelic Rob is going to pull a 2006 proof. 2006. Now, the reason some of these are in Coppercoins flips and other ones are in 2x2 staple holders is because that's how I got the coins. That's how the coins were put together. Not intending on having this proof pull, except for the ones that I actually have marked proof pull. They're the ones I actually pulled out of rolls, like this one right here. There's a 99 proof. Now, the Mint did not put any proof coins in rolls and sell them that way. Every proof coin issued by the United States Mint was issued in a proof set. Here, I'm going to set those up there. I think my camera over here kind of gave me a stink eye. So I don't think we're doing any updating on that camera. Here, let's see if... yeah, I'll take it out. Then I'll go back and I'll put it back in. Nope. I guess we're not going to have a hand camera here. Something happened to that camera and it stalled. It's not working anymore. So we'll just do it without it. Taco John. Taco John comes up with a 1980 proof. 1980. You going to try to make the fun show this year? Oh, that's great. We'll have to meet up and go someplace for dinner with all the guys. We had a few of us there this year. And here's Ant2242. Ant2242 pulls 1989. 1989. Now this is not a fingerprinted coin. It's the holder. It's got prints on it. The coin is fine. All right, next up. Well, Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder pulls a 2005. 2005 proof. Yeah, we're going to try to make a repeat performance of this past year. I might pick a different hotel, but we're going to try for a repeat performance. Have a good time. Here's Carl Ignatz. Carl gets a 2005 proof. Next up, gonna be Sissy. Sissy? How about a 2004? 2004 proof for Sissy. Who's up next? Well, there's another one for Ant, 2242. And Ant is going to pull, how about that? 1999 proof. 1999. Well, Sissy, I think you'll have a lot of fun. I think you will, especially if we're all able to show up. All right, Taco John pulls 1993. 1993. Where is... here it is. So wherever my paper marker went. There we go. Okay. Next up, Taco John again. Taco John this time gets 2003. Trying to keep everything all sorted here. Keep everything in a way that I can deal with it easily. Sorry, my hand camera went out, so you guys can't see the box as I'm pulling these. All right, Marked Money Tech comes up next, and Marked Money Tech pulls out 2001 proof. The 2001. Why are the twos so tiny on the 1992s? That's an odd thing. Different years that have the same digits as other years, they tend to use a unique digit for that year. And I'm not exactly sure why, but there are different years that they have unique digits that are not used any other years. Like the 2005. 2005, the 5 is 2003 and 2005 actually have nearly disappearing final digits. It's really weird. So here's Psychedelic Rob. Psychedelic Rob gets a 2000 proof. Guys, make sure you check the reverses on these for both doubled dies. Well, and the obverse for doubled dies, of course. But make sure you check those reverses for the transitional reverse. Just because the 98 and 99s are the only ones we know of doesn't mean that's all that exists. Here's a 2005 proof. That last digit always tends to get a little hung up without enough real cameo to show up very well. 2003 is the one that actually disappears into the twilight. You can hardly see it. Another one for Psychedelic Rob. Birth year Marked Money Tech? Your daughter's birth year. Oh, okay. Psychedelic Rob, 1993. Here's a 93 proof. And next up, who am I going to get out this time? Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton, finally somebody different, huh? You get a 1963 proof. That's one of those nice satiny looking proofs. Got a little bit of that cartwheel luster on it. It's a 1963 proof for Paul. And next up, Marked Money Tech again. Marked Money Tech here with a 2005 proof. So you can see the disappearing digit, the 5. Almost hard to see. That's for Marked Money Tech. And Ant 2242 pulls 1959. 1959, first year of the memorial cent. And next up, Marshall. Marshall again. Marshall gets 1996. Marshall with a 1996 proof. And who's next on the list? Mac? Mr. McBride? How about a 1999? 1999 proof. And next up, Sureg. Sureg, 1961. 1961. I think Sureg's already had a 61. I'll watch that. I'll make sure he doesn't get another one. All right, who's up next? Mac again. Mr. McBride. He's pulled some pretty good proofs out of these so far. This one's a 1977. 1977 proof. You don't see those very often. Not as common as you might think. Now let's see here. Malcolm. Malcolm for a 1993 proof. And Yo Man Go, 2003. My nice 2003 proof. Next, Marked Money Tech again. 1968. That's my birth year. 1968. Yes, I'm old. But it is still shiny just like I am. All right, Marshall's up next. Marshall, 2004. 2004 proof. Next up, Marked Money Tech again. Marked Money Tech this time. Hey, looky here. 1957. 1957 wheat cent proof. Next to the last year of the wheat cents, 1957. Nice one there. Let me do a little bit of box reorganization here. Just a second. As I put these poker chips back in the box with the coins, it sure fattens things up quickly. And so I run out of room. I got to keep moving coins around. All right, what are we doing now? Carl Ignatz, 2003. 2003 proof. (1968) was the first year that the United States made the circulating coin proof sets in San Francisco. Prior to that, they were made in Philadelphia. So 1968 would be the first year you're going to get an S mint mark on a proof. There's Taco John with a 1980 proof. And next up, Yo Man Pools, 1999. 1999. Possibility of the close AM, possibility of double dies. There are two different known double die reverses, and I think I have a third one. So there could be three different double die reverses for the 1999 proof. Ted Evans pulls, 2017. 2017 for Ted Evans. And next up, Carl again. And Carl this time gets 1975. 1975. Actually, one of the tougher years to get because the 1975 proof sets had 1976 Bicentennial coins in them. They didn't make very many of them, then they turned around and they made the 76 proof sets with the 76 coins in them. So 1975 actually does not have a proof quarter, dollar, or half dollar. 1975, the proofs are only the nickels, the pennies, and the dimes. Bet you didn't know that. Marked Money Tech again, 2019. 2019 proof. This one's got a really heavy cameo. You can see that the cameo is a very, very heavy style of cameo. These are laser cameos. All the newest proofs are like that. They figured out a way to do it where the cameo doesn't necessarily wear off the die before the die wears out. And Stephen A. gets a 1968 S proof. Again, that first year of the San Francisco Mint proofs. And let's see what we got next. Malcolm. How about a 1976 proof? It's got little spots on it. Not very cool. Sorry about that one. 1976 proof. We got now Yo Man. Yo Man for a 1972 proof. 1972 for Yo Man. And next up will be Mr. Reese again. And Mr. Reese gets a 1962 proof. 1962, nice clean proof. Let me get this camera focused up just a little bit so we see the coins more clearly. There we go. I've been having an issue with focus since I sat down, I think. Part of it's my eyes. There's Taco John. Taco John will get a 1971 proof. 1971. And next is Stephen again. 1969 proof. 1969S. Proof sent for Stephen. And next in, Psychedelic Rob again. Psychedelic Rob is going to get, if I can get it out of here. Where is it? Here it is. 2014. 2014 proof. Let's see. Use this instead. Having a little bit of trouble with space in my box again here. Here we go. All right. Next up, well, Sureg gets to come up again. And Sureg, this time around, gets a 2004. 2004 proof for Mr. Sureg. And Stephen now. How about a 1980? How about not? That one's kind of spotty. I don't like that. I'll give you that one. Okay. Here's a 61. 61 for Stephen. I'll just give you the 1980 because it's just going to go in the copper anyway. So next in, Carl. Carl gets a 1976 Bicentennial year. Next up, well, Carl again. Well, how about one more year, 1977? No, wait a minute. This one's icky. This one's coming for free. So what comes next? Chicken or the egg? How about a 2001? 2001, that's the one you paid for right there. That 77 comes free. Who was it I pulled a spotty one out for earlier? I'll pull another one for you. Which one? Who was that? Was that, that was Malcolm, I think? Yeah, Malcolm in a 76. I'll pull a random one out of the back of the box area over here. And it's 93. So Malcolm, you'll get an extra one. You get a 93 there. Let me find that 76 again. Stick this one in front of it. There we go. Okay. Next is a Sireg again. And I throw that out. It's another one of those 76s. Oh, what's wrong with those? 2008. 2008 with a little bit of toning on it. That'd be a nice one. Gosh. Man, look at the colors on there. You can't really see the colors all that well, but man, look at the colors on there. Nice. That's for Sireg. Now next up. Next up, we're going to Thomas again. Thomas, 1961. $1961 for Thomas. Let me reach way down here in the corner. Grab one out of the corner of the bag, and that's going to be Adam Chambers. Coins and Ghouls again. Here's a 1976. Is this one clean? This one is clean. This one's a nice one. Really nice 1976. Next up, Marshall. Marshall comes out with the 1968 proof. 1968S. And who do we have next? Well, Marshall comes out again. This time Marshall picks up a 2013. 2013 proof. And next, Mr. Reese. Oh, 1970. Is it? It's a large date. Yeah, that's a large date. Could be a double die, though. You never know. Paul Hampton. Paul? 2004. 2004 for Paul. Yeah, that would be my opinion too. But our opinions don't really count very much, unfortunately. Steven gets a 1961. This one's a little cloudy, so I'm going to give you another coin. I'm going to pull one out of the back of the box. And it turns out to be a 1970, which is large date. There could be a double die on there, though. So, Steven, you're going to get both of those on that pull. All right, let's see. Marshall picks up a 1969. 1969 proof. Woodstock year. And Stephen A. What do we get for Stephen? How about 2002? I like 2002. Those could be pretty nice. Folks, the identities of double dies on the modern proofs are way understudied. There are probably a number of double dies on proof coins that we don't yet know about. And that can be found. There are some that are major, that are well known, like a 1990 S quarter proof, double die obverse. Psychedelic Rob. That's a 1964. It's a beautiful 64 proof right there. Look at that. Very nice coin. Psychedelic Rob. For my coin searches, I use a microscope. I keep it set kind of low, though. I keep it set to a power where I can basically see the entire coin at once and just slide the coin under the scope. There's Thomas at 2001. If I use a loop, like when I go to a show, I use my Belomo. It's a... I thought I had it here with me, but it's across the room. But it's a Belomo 10 power loop. All right, here's one from Malcolm. Malcolm now with a 2000, what is this? 1999, sorry. 99, it was wrapped around another coin. There's a 99 for Malcolm. Been 3 different double die reverses known so far for 1999 proof. Here's Adam. And Adam gets a 2004. That's for Adam. And Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton now with a 1961. Really nice golden color on this one. Golden red. Kind of almost orange. It's almost a pumpkin orange color. It's beautiful. And next up, Paul again. Paul this time gets a 1960 proof. This is a large date. 1960 proof. All right, let's see what's next. Ted Evans. And Ted Evans will pull 1999. 1999 up next. The hair comes free. Actually, I'm going to take that hair off of there for you. There we go. It's on the front of the holder. All right, who comes next? Well, Adam Chambers again. And Adam gets a 1960 that has some color on it. It's got a nice golden tinge down here, and then up here it's more just red. I think you can kind of see it under the light, but maybe not real easy, but it does have color shift. And this is a large date, I believe. Yes, it is a large date. Well, hello, DSSFQT. What we do is we sell these during the auction on Tuesday evenings. A Tuesday evening auction. It's about once a month I run one of these. Here's a 1969 proof for Yo Man. 1969 for Yo Man. And next up, Marked Money Tech. So the first thing you need to do is register with us to bid in our auctions, and then show up on auction night and get yourself involved in some of the roll reveals and proof pulls that we do, some of the games that we do. Sometimes we'll do a roll pull where you pay, I think the roll pulls are usually $3 or $4, and you pull for rolls, and you can get BU rolls all the way back into the 50s for $3 or $4 a roll. Here's a 1993 for Marshall. 1993. But I don't sell the spots on the evening of the pull because, well, it takes some time to get set up for these. And I would not be able to set up for anyone tonight. Hang on just a second. Had to get another box. Had to get another box. Okay. Who's up next? Well, that's going to be Yo Man. Yo Man will get a 2006 proof. 2006. Next up, Ant 2242. Ant, you're going to come out with a 1988 proof. 1988. And next up, there's Mark Money Tech with how you register with Coppercoins to be involved in our shows. Carl with a 1975. Oops, that was messed up, so you're going to get a free one. What's the next one in the box but a 64? 1964. So both of those will come to you, Carl. Next up, well, Yo Man again. So Yo Man will get, woohoo, 1956. A 1956 proof. That's not bad for $2. And it's got some toning on it too. You can't really see it very well here, but it does have a little bit of color shift along the rim. Very nice. Good one for Yo Man. Let's see what comes up next. Ant 2242. It's a 1971. 1971 proof. Next up. You're a jelly donut, huh? Ted Evans. What does Ted Evans pull out of here? Ted Evans? How about a 1969 proof? 1969 proof. And next, Marshall. 1970. And this one is a large date. Where is it? Come on, Chuck. Yeah, it's a large date. Could be a double die, though. All right, Mac. Another 99. 1999. I like my 99s. I like the 99s a lot. It's a very good year for proofs. Thomas. It has that sweet undertone without too much of a nutty flavor. 1969. Matt Valley watching from the TV. Well, thank you, sir. You ought to register and get yourself involved. I know ya. Thomas. Oh, what a fine vintage. This is a 1993. 1993. Rob, you have a great evening, sir. I'll get your coins out to you tomorrow. All of them mailing out tomorrow. Who's next? Sureg. We're going to get into there's going to be an auction tomorrow evening as well. One of the things that we're going to do at auction tomorrow evening. Dun, dun, dun. Hang on. Rob, you want to look at this. Oops. How about that, folks? Got a 1922 No D. Strong reverse coming up at auction tomorrow. We've also got this 1914D PCGS very fine. $1914D coming up tomorrow night. Also coming up tomorrow night, how about a 1915D in brown uncirculated? 1915D. This is a 63 brown. Now Mac has to make some money by tomorrow. How about a 1914 plain? That's an MS Lincoln Cent 1914 plain. It's an MS62 brown. That's coming up at auction tomorrow. We're also going to have a whole bunch of rolls. We're going to have a couple of roll mystery boxes. We will also have these singles plus some other singles. It's going to be a big auction tomorrow. Whole bunch of rolls. We're going to have a couple of hundred rolls available tomorrow. That's tomorrow at auction. All right, Sir Egg. Sir Egg, did you get a good 76 here? Yeah, it's got a rim issue. Let's just give you a free coin. Sir Egg, 1995. You'll get both of these. Yes, the 1922 plane will have a reserve. I'm not exactly sure what that reserve is now, but there will be a reserve. But the bidding on it will start at $300. Home improvement loan. That's what I need. Sir Egg, 2005. Here's one of the disappearing 2005s. So everybody be sure to go out and collect on your loans. Sissy, 1962. 1962 for Sissy. Well, that's okay, Paul. You know, I'm working on my second million. You know that? I am working on my second million. I gave up on the first one. It was too hard. It's a 1961 with some color. A little bit of a color shift on it. Max Home Repair. I don't. You ever see the Money Pit? You just think of the bathtub falling through the ceiling. All right. Penny Hoarder gets a 2001. 2001 proof. Silverman Family Values. How you doing, sir? Got Boost. Hello. Marked Money Tech comes up next. Marked Money Tech gets, if I can ever get my thumbnail in here. There we go. 1977. It's a 1977 proof. Oh, this one's nasty. I'm not even going to give that one away. That one's too ugly. Okay, we'll go to the next coin. 1976. 1976. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I get these coins and I don't even know what I'm sorting in until I do this show and I get them up under the microscope. I get them under the microscope and they're like, "Ow, yuck. Man, that's icky." Malcolm up next. 1975. 1975, one of the harder years to get in the 1970s. You want that 77 Marked Money Tech? I'll give it to you. You just want it to kick around? Because it's going to do nothing but go into a real big junk pile for me. So I'm going to throw it in the box here. I'm just going to give it to you. Because I'm not going to use it for anything. That's for sure. All right, Penny Hoarder. We've got to be getting close to the end of yours, huh? I mean, good gosh, guy. Seems like we've gotten a lot of stuff for you. Here, let me get this thing. This is in a really tight penny holder, so that's a beautiful 1969 proof. Really nice looking 1969 proof. That's for Penny Hoarder. Giving fair warning. I want one of those mystery boxes. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a whole bunch of OBW rolls tomorrow, too. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to have a list up around lunchtime tomorrow. What's available. Yo, man, you're up next. 1970. And this is a large date. I mean, I figure that most of them are going to be large date, but I have not checked them, so I don't know. Yeah, why they should wash their hands. I tell you what, if you run it through APHIS and it comes back with a murderer's fingerprints on it, please don't tell me. Malcolm, 1999. 99. Got your chance of the close AM or double die reverses. Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers, also known as Coins and Ghouls, will pick up a 1980 with a nice deep cameo on it. And we're down to, I'm going to say, probably 25 or 30. We'll do another proof pull this coming week, too. How about that? Anybody who's here who's not been involved yet and wants to get involved, be sure you show up tomorrow. We'll do another proof pull. Adam again, this time, 1988. 1988 proof. We'll do another proof pull. Sissy, very patiently waiting in the background there. Let's see what she gets. Okay, we got a 1972. 1972 for Sissy. All right, who is next? Thomas again. Thomas gets. I got to do something about this. I'm having to stick my thumbnail down in the very front of the box to grab the next coin. And it's starting to get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. All right. 2002. 2002 for Thomas. Next up, I'll probably do another singles pull within the next 3 to 4 weeks. A singles pull is where you're going to pay one price, and you're going to get coins out of the box that are worth at least double what you paid for your spot. So if I do a singles pull of $3, you'll get coins that are at least $6 a piece. Okay, it's kind of an ugly 76, so I'm going to throw a free one in there for Yo Man. Yo Man's going to get a 2006 as well. So a 76 and a 2006. Why don't you go back and look through the 76s and pull all those things out of here? Unless you guys just want me to give them to you for free as we go through the box. Here is Yo Man again for a 1978. $1978 proof. 78's one that you don't see every day. I mean, it's not that common. It's not uncommon, but they're not common either. Here's Stephen A. Stephen A. will pull, well, say it once, pull it twice. 1978. Second one in a row. This one's got a nice cameo on it. 1978. Who's up next? Ted Evans. Ted gets a 1999. 99. Could turn up a double die reverse. Could turn up, well, we're not going to turn up a close AM on this one because we just blew that chance by looking at the reverse. It is a wide AM, which is the normal design for the 99 proof. Here's Ted Evans again. Ted Evans now with a 2005. 2005 with the disappearing 5. You can see that the 5 tends to miss out a little bit on that cameo effect. So if you turn it in certain directions, you can barely read the 5. Like that right there. Becomes a real pain when you're going through a bunch of coins straight out of a tube. And you're like, what year is that? Come on, what year is it? It's a 5. Here's Marshall. Marshall. 2003. You have to be older to get that reference. Does anybody get that reference when I said that? Marshall. Tell me if you did. Should take you 2 words to let me know that you did. Thomas gets, how about a 1993? Yeah. Boy, there's a lot of older people here. A lot of people my age. Type 1 or Type 2 proofs all night for you, courtesy of the Great Coppercoins. That's right. The Great Coppercoins channel. Yes, and I know Spiked Head always wants me to say it. Rumble. How about Doug Reese getting a 1998? And I'm not going to look at the reverse on this one. I'm going to let him find out for himself. But there are very few white AMs having been found, or close AMs having been found for 1998 proof. And they are very valuable. Here's Doug Reese. In fact, the Discovery coin was discovered in a coin shop in Enid, Oklahoma. In or around 2003, 2004. I know that because I was the purveyor who found and arranged the sale of that Discovery piece. Here's Paul Hampton. There's a friend of mine who was into getting the toughest of the toughest of the variety coins. I called him up and I said, would you have interest in a 2000 or a 1998 proof with a transitional reverse on it? He said, well, of course I would. And I said, okay. How much will you pay for it? And he told me. And so I went back to the gentleman and I offered him that. And he took it. Oh, there's a plating blister on this 94. You can see the little bubbles there in the field. That's actually a really cool looking coin. Those plating blisters. That's for Ant2242. Oh, we're down to fewer than a dozen left now. Fewer than a dozen left, and Malcolm's one of them. Malcolm, 2006. 2006 proof. That's right, Penny Hoarder. It's got acne. Psychedelic Rob. Psychedelic Rob's going to pick up a 1981 proof. 1981. This is a Type 1 closed S. Or the filled S, as they call it. I call it a closed S because it's not really filled. The 1981, that's the valuable one, has what I call the knob S. It has a knob at the top of it. Here's Marshall. Marshall gets a 2009 LP1 proof. 2009 LP1. The 1 year of the post-memorial era where they made the proofs out of bronze. This is actually a 3.1 ounce, or 3.1 gram, 3.1 gram brass planchet, as they had made the coins from 1982 or previous. Here's one for Sissy, 2001. 2001 for Sissy. And next up, Ant again. Ant again will get 2000 S. The 2000 S, it's once again, that's on the holder, not the coin. $2,000 proof. And who is next? Sureg. Sureg will get 2008. 2008. Good deal there. Who is up next? Up next will be Marked Money Tech again. Marked Money Tech will get 2017. 2017 proof. Another shield proof. And Carl. Carl's up for his next. How about a 1959? 1959. 1959 proof. Well, you guys are going to be able to run a whole series of proofs when you get finished with this show. Okay, how many do we have left? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I'm going to get them out. I'm going to go ahead and stack them up in any random order. There they are, all stacked up, ready to go. And Malcolm comes first. Malcolm, 1988 proof, 1988 proof. Yo Man will come next. Yo Man. Yo Man with a 1999 proof. 1999. Next up, Ted Evans. Ted Evans, 1959. 1959 for Ted Evans. And we've got Sureg. Sureg will get a 2001. 2001. And Malcolm, the very last but not least, in the box, gets a 1993. 1993, and that is what I've got for these. If anybody has any questions, let me know your questions, and I'll answer questions. And I am here if you guys want to chit-chat for a while. I still have literally a box full, and then I've got another box over on the side that is full. Plus I've got enough coins for another 3 to 4 boxes. So I've got enough for probably another 3 or 4 proof pulls before the end of the year. So I'll be able to do one tomorrow. And that's what we've got for now. Got no questions? 54 proof value. 1954 Lincoln cent proof value is probably around $15 to $20. I'd say probably closer to the 15, depending on grade, of course. I mean, they could be nicer grade, are going to be worth a lot more. If they have cameo, they're going to be worth a lot more. But here's the bag. The bag is empty. I use a bag, comes from Kansas City. Kind of reminds me of home a little bit because I'm from Missouri. There we go, Kansas City. Difference between the 1 and 2 mint mark and which one carries a premium. Which year are we talking about, Spiked Head Die Crack? 1979, 1981. The 1981, the Type 1 mint mark. Here, I'll draw them for you. Draw them for you on paper here. There. The Type 1 looks like this, 1981. Your top serif is actually going to come back down, almost touch the center bar. And then on the Type 2, the scarcer one, it has more of a ball up here on the top, and it doesn't touch right here. So that's your Type 1, Type 2. Split serifs, you mean like on RPMs? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, split serifs. You know what? S-Mint RPMs don't always show split serifs, but a lot of times they do. If you really want to know more about the S-Mint RPMs, you should go back into the 40s and 50s. There's a lot of 40s and 50s S-Mint RPMs that are actually very nice. Now, for proofs, there really aren't that many known RPMs for proofs. And so trying to find an RPM on a proof coin is it's a lot like trying to find a blue chicken in the wild. They just don't really. You might see one once in a while, but it's a really weird bird. Coin Hunter, yes, you can. Anybody has TikTok and they want to go to Coin Hunter's TikTok, they most certainly can. Coin Hunter is going to post his TikTok link here. Now the other mint mark difference is the 1979 to from the filled 79 to the clear 79, and the difference in those is actually quite extreme. I'm being real quiet because I'm drawing. 1979, Type 1, Type 2. 1979 Type 1 looks like this. It looks like a bar of gold. It looks like a beveled, like a bar of gold almost. And then the Type 2 is the same thing as the Field S for the 1981. So this mint mark style was used from 79 through 81. And then the 1982 was a change to a large mint mark style. Very large mint mark. Let's see if I can find an 82 in here. I'm not having any luck. Here's an 85. Not too far off of what the 82 looks like. So let's get down to... That's the larger mint mark. I'm going to pull this out. This one's getting some zinc rot on it. That's a 85S. Let's see. Where is... Here's a 1980. This one's going to have the type... This is the 79 Clear S or the 1981 Filled S. That's what that looks like. So Coin Hunter on TikTok is @coin_hunter01. @coin_hunter01. Let's see here. If I can find the 1981 again. Those aren't very common, so I don't see a whole lot of them around. I'll try to find more for next show. By the time you get into the 80s, they have a big, this is 1989, they have a big giant clocky looking S. Big old block mint mark. And then after the 80s, that block mint mark just keeps getting bigger and more profound. And that actually goes all the way up to date. This is a 2001 here. So they changed it again. It's a little more narrow, a little taller. But they're very large mint mark, almost the same size as the digits on the date. This is a 19. So 19, they've gone back out to doing a really fat mint mark. All right, Mac, I appreciate it, buddy. You have a great night. Hello, Vic's Coin Collection. Just working on finishing up the show here for the evening. And in fact, I think I need to take off. I've got a couple of things I got to take care of, and I got to start these packages. Because you guys want me running an auction and doing the shipping too. Well, it takes up a lot of time. It really does. All right, folks, I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I will see you on the flip side. We have I actually have 4 reveals. I've got 2 of them coming up tomorrow that I will do during the day tomorrow, and then the other 2 I will do during this coming week. And then we've got a couple of new reveals coming up for this coming week that'll be sold tomorrow. Be there tomorrow. You guys will all want to be there tomorrow. We've got a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff and a lot of stuff at a really good price. So I'll see you then. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you then.